Okay, so the warm up. God, the sun's so bright coming through the window. You've got 10 dead bugs, 5 of the bird dogs, which we've done both of those past couple of weeks. You've got some T-spine rotations, which we didn't do last week, and then some hip openers, which we've done before. So I'll just quickly demonstrate these. The dead bugs was flatten your back, just make sure you push your lower backs down, legs at 90 degrees, arms in the air, then you want to extend, opposite arm, opposite leg, as far out as you can, just make sure you keep pushing, trying to let your back arch up, so keep pushing your back into the mat. Your bird dogs is the other way around, so you're on all fours. But again, you want to stretch out, opposite arm, opposite leg, and then try and tap your, falling over, tap your elbow into your knee. Big stretch out, so you do 5 on one side, 5 on the other side. The T-spine rotations, I do it at a little bit of an angle so you can see what I'm doing. Hand behind your head, whichever side you're going to start. So you're going to stay on all fours, one hand behind the head. You want to try and get your elbow to your opposite knee. So your right arm's going to bend a little bit if you're doing the left side. And you can sit your hips, I'll do it this way around. You can sit your hips back a little bit just so you can get the elbow into the knee. So it's like you're doing a little bit of a crunch and a stretch at the same time. And then your hip openers into your press up position. Right foot next to the right hand, extend the right arm up, that'd be 1 rep, left foot next to the left hand, extend the left arm up, that'd be 2 reps. So you've got 10 of those. So it'd be 10 dead bugs, 5 bird dogs each side, 10 of the T-spine rotations each side, and then 10 of the hip openers. We'll go for that twice, then I'll explain the workout, which is relatively, it's not very nice, but it's relatively straightforward. So you can be flat on your back. So 10 on each side. The bird dogs again, just push your lower backs down. Extend the opposite arm, opposite leg. Try and keep your hand and your foot off the floor, and then just keep the opposite arm and opposite leg to the one that's not moving. Just keep it absolutely still. And then once you've done those dead bugs, you can roll over onto all fours. So hands right underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Again, big stretch out, opposite arm, opposite leg, tuck your elbow into your knee. And just try and keep your hips as still as you can. Once you've done 5 on one side, you've got the 5 on the other side. And then if you stay on all fours, just put one hand behind your head. Make sure you got your left wrist, if you're doing right side, left wrist under your shoulder. And then just twist around. So try and get your elbow right the way into your opposite knee. And then when you come to that start position, just make sure you finish with a flat back. So 10 on one side, 10 on the other side. You might find on these T-spine rotations, you probably move a little bit better on one side than the other. And then once you've done 10 on each side, you're going to go into your press up position. Right foot next to the right hand. Lift the right arm up. Left foot next to the left hand, lift the left arm up. And then once you've done your 10 little hip openers, back onto your back. And then just go through those dead bugs again. Again, opposite arm, opposite leg, push your lower backs down. And then once you've done your 10, back onto all fours. And then you've got the 5 bird dogs on each side. And then once you've done those 5, you can just stay on all fours, just put one hand behind your head. Try and get that opposite elbow to opposite knee. So you can bend your hand that's on the floor, you can bend that arm. And once you've done 10 on one side, just switch it to the other side. And then once you've done those 10, with the little T-spine rotations, 10 hip openers again. So right foot next to the right hand, extend the arm up, left foot next to the left hand. Whew. Oh, it's so hot in here. This window. Okay, so your workout, I was going to do this as rounds, but we'll do it as an AMRAP like the past couple of weeks. You've got 5 exercises. I think one of them we did last week. You're going to start and finish with quite high reps, and then as you're going through the exercise, the reps are going to come down. So it's kind of like a reverse pyramid. Instead of going up, you're going to come down. Your first exercise, done loads of these. Everyone knows what they're doing with these ones. 2 hand swings. So knees stay still. You want to hinge at the hips. Grab the kettlebell with 2 hands, put it back between the legs. And then just extend your hips forward as fast as you can. Nice and relaxed with your arms and your upper body. That's straightforward. So you've got 40 swings. So 40. Okay, it'll probably take you roughly maybe just over a minute to do 40 swings, but you can kind of chill out on the swings a little bit. Your second exercise, you're going to do air squats, which is basically body weight squats, so without the kettlebell, but you're going to do it as a jump. I don't expect you to jump like a basketball player and like way high in the air. You only need to leave the floor like a couple of inches. The easiest way to do it, if you alternate your hands, so if you have a little tap on the floor with one hand, little spring up, tap on the floor with the opposite hand, and just try and keep it as flowing and as fluid as you can. Try not to pause. If you can do it all in one go, perfect. Just try and keep your chest up. So when you're doing the squat, try not to just bend at the waist. Try and keep your chest up. So if you think knees, like a normal squat, knees go out to the side. You're going to do 20 of those. So you've got 40 swings, 20 of the little squat jumps. You're then going to do, I'm pretty sure we did these last week. You could do 10 figure eights. So the figure eights is when you've got hold of the kettlebell, it's coming through the front of the leg, round the back waist, swap arms. And then when you stand up, you kind of bicep curl it a little bit. Easiest way, hold onto the corner of the kettlebell handle. I'll do the first one really slow. You're going to squat down, it goes through the front of the legs, round the back of the opposite leg, change hands. And as you stand up, you've got a little bit of a kind of a bicep curl and catch the weight up your chest. Then again, it'll come down between the legs, around the back of the opposite leg, switch hands, and then catch it back up your chest. But you want to go quite a quick pace. So it is a little bit of a squat, and then the quicker you stand out the squat, the easier that little curl bit will be. Every time you kind of catch the kettlebell in front of your chest, not literally catch, but every time you pause it in front of your chest, that's 1 rep. Okay, you've got 10 of those. After you've done 10 of those, you're then going to do 20. Don't mind how you hold on to the kettlebell. If you want to hold it by the handle, if you want to hold it thumb and fingers, you can hold it that way around. Whatever's comfortable. Feet roughly shoulder width apart. You're then going to do 20 just regular goblet squats. So again, if you need to go a little bit wider with your feet, to keep your feet flat on the floor, you can do. But if you're getting all the way down to the bottom, just make sure you've got your elbows tucked in. And then your elbows should be on the inside of your knees, not pushing your knees in together. And then you're going to finish with mountain climbers. So the mountain climbers, into your press up position, make sure you've got your hands right underneath your shoulders. Nice and fast with the feet. On the mountain climbers, just count the reps. Oh, that sun's really bright. Just count your reps on one side. You're going to do 40. If you're going to count each time you bring your knee in, obviously count to 80. But if you just pick one side, count to 40. So you've got 40 swings. You should be able to chill out on the swings a little bit. 20 squat jumps. So air squat jumps, so body weight squats with a little jump. 10 figure eights. 20 of the squats with the kettlebell, the goblet squats. And then 40 mountain climbers. So it's 40 swings, 20 squat jumps, 10 figure eights, 20 goblet squats, 40 mountain climbers. You're going to do it for 20 minutes. So basically, after you've done the mountain climbers, you're just going to go, when you're ready, just go straight back into the swings. Try and get through as many rounds as you can in the 20 minutes. I reckon one round's probably going to take, I don't know, maybe 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes, I think, possibly. I don't actually know, I could be wrong. It could take like 2 minutes to end up getting through loads of them. Who knows? So 40 swings, 20 squat jumps, 10 figure eights, 20 goblet squats, 40 mountain climbers, 20 minutes. Just get through as many rounds, many reps as you can in the 20 minutes. I'll keep you posted of what you're supposed to be doing and where you're up to time-wise. It could be the longest 20 minutes of your life doing this, I think. Okay, you're going to go in 5 seconds. So 40 swings to start off with. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. You should be able to stay nice and relaxed on the swings. Try not to control the kettlebell when it's coming back between your legs. So get nice and fast with the hips, nice straight legs at the top. And then you can just relax your arms. Doesn't matter if your arms bend a little bit. And then once you've done your 40 swings, you've got 20 of the squat jumps. So you have a little tap on the floor in between your legs. And you can just alternate your hands. Oh, these burn a little bit after a few of them. Whew. Then once you've done your 20 squat jumps, you've got 10 figure eights. If you hold onto the corner of the handle, feet roughly shoulder width apart. If you want to squat down, pass it on the back, curl it up at your chest. That'll be 1 rep. That'll be 2 reps. So you've got 10 of the figure eights. And then once you've done the 10 figure eights, oh, I'm so hot. Got 20 goblet squats. So hold the kettlebell up at your chest. Don't remind how you hold on to it. But keep those elbows tucked in. If you're coming all the way down to the bottom, just make sure you got those elbows right on the inside of your knees. So again, 20 of these squats. And then once you've done your 20 squats, you've got 40 of the mountain climbers. So down the mountain climbers, just make sure you get your wrist wrapped beneath your shoulders. Try not to rock your shoulders backwards and forwards. So again, it's 40, but double count, so 40 on each leg. And then once you've done your 20 mountain climbers, 40 mountain climbers, you've done 1 round, which took roughly about 4 minutes. So you're just going to go back into your 2-handed swings. So if you just go at your own pace. I've just realised why I'm so hot. I forgot to turn off the heating again. Oh man. So 40 swings again whenever you're ready. So yeah, just try and keep your knees still, push your bums back, and just try and straighten those legs up as fast as you can. Nice and snappy with the hips. You should be able to just relax your breathing in time these swings. And then once you've done those 40, back to the squat jumps. So 20 of the squat jumps. And just try and keep those jumps as kind of fluid, as continuous as you can. After the squat jumps, 10 figure eights. So again, always through the middle of the leg. Change hands at the back. Oop, nearly dropped it. And then after your 10 figure eights, oh, bloody sun, 20 squats. Oh, that's better. So again, don't mind how you hold onto the kettlebell. You want to hold the handle, hold on to the ball with some fingers around the handle. Doesn't really matter. Again, if you're getting all the way down to the bottom, just keep those elbows tucked in. And once you've done your 20 squats, back onto the 40 mountain climbers. So again, on the mountain climbers, it's double count. So you want to count on each side. And then once you've done those 40 mountain climbers, you're back onto your 40 swings. So you got 40 swings. Oh man. Again, 40 swings, 20 squat jumps, 10 figure eights, 20 goblet squats, 40 mountain climbers. And just keep repeating it. We're just coming up to halfway, so we've got just over 10 minutes left. Oh, I'm exhausted. So 40 swings, 20 squat jumps, 10 figure eights, 20 goblet squats, 40 mountain climbers. So again, just try and stay as relaxed as you can on the swings. Once you've done your 40, just move straight into your 20 squat jumps. Pretty sure I'm struggling to count to 40 today. So 20 squat jumps. Once you've done your 20 squat jumps, Oh man, 10 figure eights. So hold on to the corner of the handle. Through the front of the legs, round the back, swap hands, and have a little bit of a curl. And then once you've done your 10 figure eights, oh man, 20 goblet squats. So again, just keep the kettlebell up at your chest. Keep your feet flat on the floor. So 20 squats. Okay, if you're getting all the way down to the bottom, so if you're getting down here, just keep those elbows tucked right on the inside of your knees. Oh, my legs are on fire. And once you've done your 20 squats, 40 mountain climbers. So again, double count the mountain climbers. So 1 rep is both legs. Oh man. Whew. Okay, once you've done those 40 mountain climbers, oh, it's another round down. Got 6 minutes left. So when you're ready, just go back. Whew. Back into the swings. So again, 40 swings, 20 of the squat jumps, 10 figure eights, 20 goblet squats, so with the kettlebell, and then 40 mountain climbers. Just get nice and snappy, straighten those legs up on the swings. Relax your upper body and your arms off and your shoulders. And then after those 40 swings, 20 jump squats, just try and keep those as continuous as you can. You don't have to jump very high, but if you just try and straighten your legs up, just gives your quads a little bit of relaxed time when you're in the air. After the squat jumps, 10 figure eights. Okay, if you hold on to the corner of the handle, makes it easier to change. So after the 10 figure eights, 20 goblet squats. If you're struggling on the goblet squats, kind of stay upright with your chest. If you want to turn it into more of a sumo squat, so you can hold the kettlebell with your arms nice and straight. So rather than hold it up at your chest, you might find it a little bit easier just to stay a little bit more upright. And then once you've done the 20 squats, back onto the 40, 40 mountain climbers. So again, just count your reps on one side, or count to 80 if you've got to count both legs at the same time. But again, just try and keep those shoulders still, so try not to rock backwards and forwards. And then just make sure you keep the hips down, so don't be piking your butts up in the air. And then nice and fast with the feet. Oh man. So again, after you've done those 40 mountain climbers, back onto those swings again. Got just over 1 minute. So enough time to get the swings in. Oh. 30 seconds left. Last 10. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh man. Whew. I really need to remember to turn the heating off. Oh God. Oh. So I think that was 4 rounds. I think we got through fully. Or I think I just got over just 4. You might be a bit ahead of me. Right, put yourselves on your mats or on your floor, whatever you kind of go stretch on. Oh man. So you want to grab bottom of your heels. So pull your knees into your chest nice and tight. And then if you can slide your feet away or walk your feet away, just extend your legs as far as you can out in front. Just keep your chest down. So try not to sit upright, kind of clasping at your toes. And then if you leave your, let's go left leg. So the left leg in front, just pop your right foot, if you've got any pain in your knee after all those squats and jumps, pop the foot on the inside of your leg if you can. Bring it around the back, so you look like you're gonna jump over a hurdle. Again, bend the left leg at the knee. As before, just get your chest or your rib cage right over the top of your thigh, and then just extend that leg out as far as you can. just keep that chest down. So try not to sit upright, kind of rocking over to the side. So it doesn't matter if that leg's bent a little bit, you should still feel it stretching on your hamstring and your calf. And then if you slowly come out of that, just bring your right leg out to the side. So if you just position your feet or your legs as far apart as is comfortable, clasp your hands together. You're going to start over one leg and then just bounce up across the other leg and then just keep going backwards and forwards. Just try and reach a little bit further on each bounce. If you're particularly tight, like you might be really tight in the middle, where you feel it right on those adductors, if you want to hang out there for a little bit. And then if you bring your feet back together, so this time either left foot on the inside of the right thigh or around the back. And then again, just bend the leg at the knee, just so you can get your chest down on your thigh. And then keep it down and just try and straighten that leg up as much as you can. So again, you might, similar to some of the exercise in that warm-up, you might find you're a little bit more flexible on one side than the other. Or equally as bad on both. Or good on both. And if you start to come out of that, just leave your right leg or right foot in front. Come into your kneel and lunge position. So if you can see yourselves on your camera, just try and get a box shape with your calf and your left thigh, so right calf, left thigh. Grab that left foot. Well, I've got cramp in my foot. If you can feel it stretching on your left quad, stay where you are. If you can't, keeping a straight line from your shoulders through your hips and down to your knee. Just let everything just drift forward. So your hips will drop forward. Your knee will kind of track over your toes. Just try not to lean over your leg. Try and stay nice and upright. And if you slowly come out of that one, don't let the leg snap back. Just switch your legs around. So again, if you just create that box with your calf and your thigh, grab that right foot, put the heel in. If you can feel it on your quad, stay where you are. If you can't, again, just let everything drop forward. Just don't lean over the leg. And then slowly come out of that one and don't let the leg snap back. Knees right underneath your hips. Big stretch out the arms, just leave your bum stuck up in the air and then sink your chest and your chin down. So try not to look at your mat. You try and get your chin down and then look at where your hands are right in front. So big mesh, big stretch out with your arms. And if you slowly come out of that, just bring your hands back a little bit. So you get your hands right underneath your shoulders and then just let your hips drop down. If you look up at the ceiling, you should feel it stretching on your abs a little bit. Your back's feeling a little tight. You can have a little look over each shoulder. And then if you just curl your toes, so your toes are on the floor, keep your hands where they are. Then just push back, sit back onto your heels. Again, a little bit of a stretch out for the lats, for the back. And then just rock back forward into that. I always call it a seal stretch. I think it's like an upward dog, I think, possibly. Get a big look up. And then just lift the hips, leave your hands where they are. And then just sit back, stretch the lats out again. And then from there, if you just bring your toes together, put the knees out to the side, sit right back onto your heels or onto kind of like the soles of your foot. And you can relax your head down, relax your arms out in front. It's quite a nice one just for your lower back. And that's it, we're all done. Survived another one. 5 down, 3 left.
Cheers, Steve.